Vampers Kiss here. Sorry, I didn't know she pressed the button. Okay, we're coming down into Los Lunas. It's the little town. Actually, it's called a village that we come to when we do all our grocery shopping. And oh yes, here we come. The big rig is going to pass me. Move fast, big boy. That's what I'm saying.
Pretty.
Anyway, well, right as we crest this hill, we're going to see right there, if the big rear end of the truck wasn't out there, you can still kind of see it though. See all those buildings there in the background right there? That is that new Facebook complex that Los Lunas, New Mexico, I don't know who is the winner in this, won the contract for, and they built this big, huge, I call it a monstrosity, because they had to displace a whole bunch of cows, which I personally think that the cows were better looking than the buildings, to build this. Now, when they won the contract on this, Los Lunas says, oh, we've got lots of water, no big deal. They allowed these people to come in here, Facebook, and they allowed this Niagara Bottling Company to come in, because they said there would be no issues with water. Well, now Los Lunas has had to issue a drought warning where people can only like water once a week, and they have to really conserve water, because guess what? They don't have enough water, and this thing isn't even open yet. So think what's going to happen when this thing gets open, and they're using the millions of gallons. I don't know if it's a month, a year, what it is. They're just supposed to be using an exorbitant amount of water. What's going to happen? They're going to dry this city up if we don't get some rain. I mean, in the last 8 or 9 months, maybe further back than that even, I can only remember 2 days where we got what I would call measurable rain. And one of those days, ooh, I better watch my speed. One of those days was the day that we found that beehive. And that was when everything flooded. But, you know, by the time it gets to the point where everything floods, the water isn't much use if it can't soak down into the ground. Plus, our aquifer gets its water from up in Colorado. That's where they need to get really good precipitation up there in order for us to be healthy down here. And the drought situation down here is worse than it was, like, even, what was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, this summer it's going to be bad, and it's scary. I mean, pan out. Do you see wildflowers? This is wildflower season, the beginning of spring. I don't see any wildflowers. Nothing. Usually there's wildflowers all over this area. And that's how you know it's dry and it's bad, when you can't see no wildflowers. And, you know, that breaks my heart, makes me sad. I mean, being a volunteer for a water association, you know, makes me want to conserve water that much more. But it was always something that was in me, that I knew you don't waste that stuff, because water's like gold. I know many people don't believe that, but it is. It's very much like gold. And, you know, if you don't believe me, look up some books about people that lived in the 1800s when creeks run dry and when wells run dry, you know, and they lost their cattle and they lost all their crops, you know. Yeah. You know, if you could resurrect those people, I'm sure they have some stories to tell. But anyway, this is like the very beginning of Los Lunas. Oh, look, a prisoner transport. Maybe we can get a date.
My husband could be there.
Yeah, really. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, makes you wonder. You think they're a murderer? Oh, what do you think that is in there? Oh, gosh, I'd like to know. Okay, anyway, on to better things. Anyway, this is Los Lunas. One day I'll do a video of the whole village, and then you can see it. But for now, this is Vampers Kiss. Bye, y'all.